Capricorn. I love that you are here today. And today we are going to look at April 12th, 2025, the full moon in Libra. We're going to look at Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising with specific messages for each. We're going to look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I drew for you today. Let's start with numerology. And on that day, the numerology is 7. And 7 represents introspection, spiritual awakening, and the search for deeper meaning. So for Capricorn, this number encourages a shift in perspective, releasing old wounds and embracing new growth. So you might feel ready to leave behind a painful situation that has drained you emotionally, mentally, and physically. Whether it's a toxic job or a relationship or limiting belief, today marks the moment when you start moving forward. So let's look at astrology. So it's the full moon, and that highlights your 10th house. So that's talking about career and reputation and public life. And it's bringing clarity to your professional path and long-term goals. The sun. The sun is in Aries, and that's your 4th house. That's home and family and inner stability. So the sun in Aries draws attention to your private life and family matters and emotional security. You might realize that your career ambitions have taken a toll on your personal life. Maybe you've been sacrificing too much for work and now feel called to reconnect with your family or create a stronger emotional foundation. The moon, that's in Libra, the 10th house, career, public image, and ambition. So the full moon in Libra, it's going to shine a light on your career and reputation. So perhaps you receive recognition for hard work, but also feel the weight of responsibilities. You may be reevaluating your career path and wondering if it truly fulfills you. Mercury, that's in Aries. That's your 4th house, honest conversations and family dynamics. Mercury in Aries brings blunt and direct communication, especially in family matters. Maybe you have a tough conversation with a parent or a partner or a roommate about boundaries and work-life balance. Excuse me. Venus is in Pisces, and that's in your 3rd house. So that's communication, siblings, and short journeys. Venus here softens conversations. It makes it easier to express your emotions. You might write a heartfelt message to someone, express appreciation for a sibling, or reconnect with an old friend. And then we have Mars. Mars is in Pisces. That's your 3rd house. That's mental energy and communication and restlessness. So Mars in Pisces can make you feel drained from overthinking or from constant movement. Maybe you've been stressed over how to move forward, weighing your options, but feeling mentally exhausted. So let's look at the tarot cards that I pulled for you, and this is the first one. This is the Empress. Empress is about abundance and nurturing and creativity. It's about growth and self-care and creating something beautiful in your life. It urges you to embrace a softer, more nurturing approach after a period of difficulty. So maybe you've been neglecting yourself in pursuit of your goals. So today is about recognizing your worth and treating yourself with care that you deserve. So here's the advice: prioritize self-care. Your growth depends on it. The second card is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is about endings and betrayal and emotional burnout. So it's when you've hit rock bottom in some aspect of your life. But That also means that the worst is over. It's time to release what's been holding you back and start fresh. Perhaps you've been carrying the weight of a job or the weight of a relationship or a situation that has drained you. Today you realize it's time to cut ties and move forward. So here's the advice. Acknowledge the pain, but don't dwell on it. Your new chapter is beginning. Then we have the 6. Why, there you are. 6 of Swords. And the 6 of Swords is transition and moving forward and healing. This card is leaving behind troubled waters and moving into calmer, brighter days. It reassures you that change, though it can be painful, is necessary for growth. Maybe you finally decide to walk away from a stressful job or distance yourself from someone who no longer supports your growth. The advice would be let go of what no longer serves you. Your future is waiting. Now let's talk about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn Sun. That's your core identity, and that's your life path, and that's your ego. So as a Capricorn Sun, you are disciplined, you're goal-oriented, and you're practical. The full moon in Libra falls in your 10th house of career, reputation, and public image. This highlights professional achievements, status, and long-term goals. So a Capricorn Sun may receive long-awaited recognition at work, like a promotion or public praise. However, they could also feel pressure to maintain their success and realize they need to reevaluate their work-life balance. So the key message is your career is flourishing, but are you allowing yourself to enjoy the success? Balance ambition with self-care. Then we go to Capricorn Moon. That's your emotional world, that's your inner self, that's your subconscious reactions. A Capricorn Moon values stability, control, and emotional resilience. This full moon is in your 10th house and may bring emotional revelations about your professional life and your public persona. A Capricorn Moon might feel emotionally drained from constantly striving for perfection at work. They may finally acknowledge that they need support from colleagues or loved ones. And alternatively, they could realize that their career path is no longer emotionally fulfilling, pushing them to take a bold decision. The key message, your emotional well-being matters just as much as your career. Don't neglect your inner world for external success. And then we have Capricorn Rising, and that's your first impression that you give the world, the external world, and your personal drive. As a Capricorn Rising, you come across as responsible, ambitious, and hardworking. The full moon in your 10th house puts a spotlight on how others see you professionally. So as an example, a Capricorn Rising could find themselves in a public eye, receiving unexpected attention for their accomplishments. This might lead to a new leadership opportunity or even a major shift in career direction. However, they may also need to reassess their reputation and how they are perceived by others. So here's the key message. Embrace the recognition coming your way, but ensure your career path aligns with your true values. So here's the summary of the day for you, Capricorn. On April 12th, 2025, it marks a major turning point. You're moving from painful endings to a period of healing and abundance. The Empress talks about nurture yourself and recognize your personal growth. The Ten of Swords says release painful situations. What's done is done. Six of Swords says move forward with hope and clarity. So here's the real life takeaway. You're stepping into a period of renewal. Prioritize self-care. The worst is over. What's ahead is brighter than what you're leaving behind. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this transition. It's okay to let go of what no longer aligns with your growth. So Capricorn, here's your advice for the day. This full moon asks you to release burdens, nurture yourself, and move forward. Trust that this transition is leading you to a more fulfilling, abundant future. I love that you're here, Capricorn, and thank you for being in this reading. And I hope to see you in another reading.